desert wine, you make me warm inside.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how you can make this really cute top that I saw on Pinterest, which I just fell in love with. I think it's going to be the perfect staple piece for once summer rolls around. I do realise we are currently in the middle of winter, so this top really isn't that appropriate to wear at the moment, but I just haven't really felt that inspired to make anything sort of wintry. So a lot of what I've been saving is a lot of dresses and a lot of summer tops, a lot of skirts and shorts, so that's primarily what I'm going to be making and filming for this channel. So yeah, maybe I'll actually make a jacket now and then. I've kind of been toying with the idea. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it or not, but yeah, for the moment I'm just going to be making my summer wardrobe in anticipation for the warmer months ahead. So this is the top we're going to be making in this video. I'm going to pop it in a picture so you can see what it looks like, and I'm going to take you guys along. So I'm going to be showing you all the materials you'll need, the measurements I'm using, and also how to construct it all together. Let's just hop into the video. For the supplies, what you're going to need is a material for the outer section. I'm just going to be using this blue floral fabric, which I think is a linen. And then for the inner section, for the inside, since I do need like a lining fabric because the linen is a little bit see-through, I'm just using this really simple white cotton material. You're also going to need some thread, a pair of scissors to cut out all your pieces, and your sewing machine to sew everything together. So these two pieces are for the front section. So this is for the outside and this is the lining on the inside, and they both have the same measurements. So I'm going to pop those up on the screen for you now. And I also forgot to add that you have to cut out two pieces of the meech, so two of the white pieces and two of the pattern pieces. I just have mine pinned together, but if you can see, if I fold this back, there's another piece underneath, and it's the same with the white fabric. So you're going to need two of the white pieces and two of your pattern pieces, or your like main outside fabric pieces. Okay, this is for the back section, and this is going to be the section that you're going to tie up, and like with the other pieces you're going to need to cut out two pieces like this. So again, I have these two pinned together, but if I pull it back there's another piece underneath. So I'm going to pop up the measurements for you right now. So now this piece is also for the front section, and this is going to be for the band that you use to attach the two previous front piece sections. So I'm going to pop up the measurements on the screen for you now. So we're going to use this piece to make the spaghetti strap, and I've had to fold it like this since when I stretch it out the full length it doesn't actually fit on camera. So I'm going to pop up on the screen the exact width and length so you can cut out an exact piece like this at home. To start, I'm going to be taking the front piece that is going to go around the waist, and I'm going to be taking that and double folding both the top section and the bottom section and pinning that into place. And then what I'm going to do is take it over to my sewing machine and sewing that in place. And this is just to finish off the edges so they don't fray. Next I'm going to grab the two back pieces, and like with the waist piece in the front, I'm going to do the same for the back. So I'm just taking the sides and I'm rolling them twice over and pinning them into place and then sewing that down. Again, just so nothing frays and the edges look really nice and clean. Now for the corners of the back piece, what I'm going to do is the sides of the ends, I'm going to be folding them sort of like sideways inwards, and then folding that over once and then folding it over a second time. So I don't know if I explained that properly, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing in the video, and that sort of clears everything up. I did try to sew it in place with my sewing machine, but the thread kept breaking, so I just ended up hand sewing this piece down. Next, I'm grabbing the two front sections. I'm going to be grabbing one of the pattern pieces and one of the white lining pieces, and I'm going to put them right sides together, and then I'm just going to pin all around. Then I'm just going to take that to the sewing machine and sew all around. And you want to leave the bottom section that you're going to attach to the waistband, you want to leave that open. Now I'm just flipping them inside out, and you want to really make sure you get everything flipped out. Poke your fingers into the corners, make sure everything's all nice and out. Grabbing the waist piece from the front again, what I'm going to be doing is sewing on the sides where I'm showing you with my finger, and I'm just going to do a basting stitch because I want to pull on the ends and make that fabric ruffle up a little, just so it can fit nicely into the 4 inches for the back pieces. The front waist piece is 7 inches, so once you pull the fabric, it's all going to fit really nicely in with the back pieces. And I'm just grabbing my back pieces and pinning the waistband to the back piece. And then I'm just going to take that to my sewing machine and sew that all into place. So I completely forgot to do this earlier, but when you sew your front 2 sections, what you also want to do is just flip the material a little inside and then pin it into place, and then you just want to sew straight across just so there's no holes whatsoever. And this is just to keep the fabric from fraying, and it also gives it a lot more cleaned up look. After you've done this, what I'm doing is just pinning those 2 front sections to the front waistband, and you just want to be very careful with your placement just so they're not too close together or not too far apart. So you just want to play around with the placing until you get that perfect. So now I'm just taking it to my sewing machine where I'm just doing a simple straight stitch all across it just to make sure everything stays in place. For the top section where your spaghetti strap is going to go, as you can see in the video, I'm just taking the top section and folding it in half, and I'm just leaving a little hole, a hole just big enough for a spaghetti strap to go through, and then I'm just sewing that into place. And I'm just doing this to both pieces. Next, I'm just grabbing the spaghetti strap and I'm just folding it in half and sewing straight across. Once I've done, I'm just using a bobby pin to just turn it inside out. This is a hack that I learned from TikTok, which is actually really helpful if you don't have a strap turner, and I don't have one, and this is honestly one of the easiest ways I found of turning a strap inside out. So just using a bobby pin. I think if you Google it on TikTok or on YouTube, you should be able to find a tutorial where it shows you how to do this. I tried to film this a little, but my hands kind of got in the way, so I don't know if I actually showed you properly how to do it. And what I'm going to do with the 2 ends is just hand sew them shut. next I'm just taking a safety pin, and what I'm going to do is put that through one of the spaghetti straps and then pulling it through both of the holes. And that's really it, and then I'm done with the shirt. It did take me a while with the second loop since the safety pin did keep coming undone, so it did take me like 5 goes to get it through, but finally I did it and I finished the entire shirt. And I'm just going to be showing you guys what the end result looks like.
Sitting in silence, we still feel the vibe, but you could not say a word, and I know what you just decided. We'd be right in the same wave. Oh, the water's perfect, babe. The heat is rising, the time is melting from my fingertips.